up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Inside the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Ianconey. If you would go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, that would be greatly appreciated. If you could also hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime we put out new content, that would be appreciated also. So today I'm going to open up something that looks like a record and is shaped like a record and it's the same size as a record, but this is actually a CD box set. And this is the brand new 4 CD box set from Lynyrd Skynyrd entitled Fyfty. So as you can probably guess, this is to celebrate 50 years of Lynyrd Skynyrd, or 50 years since her first record came out, because her history does extend longer than 50 years. But it is 50 years since her very first album came out in 1973. So this came out in early October, and I wasn't sure I was going to buy it because it's kind of pricey, but I did get it at a decent rate on Amazon, so I really wanted to have this, and so I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up and open it up for you guys online here. Now, I wish this was available in a vinyl format, but so far the CD is all they have. I do have the original box set that they put out back in 1991. It was a 3 CD set and just included the original years with Ronnie Van Zant. This is 50 years starting from the beginning and going all the way through not only the Ronnie years, but also the reformed Johnny Van Zant years. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy again. There's the front cover, Lynyrd Skynyrd 50. There's the back cover with the track listing for all 4 CDs. The hype sticker on the front says 4 CD, 50 track anthology celebrating 50 years of Lynyrd Skynyrd music. A couple of unreleased tracks, a different version of Freebird, if you can imagine that. And there is, what does that say? I've got my glasses on, but I still can't read that. A 36-page booklet filled with photos and new track by track liner notes. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take the shrink off this bad boy and see what we got. All right, this is always the fun part of the video, watching Tim try to maneuver plastic. Here we go. All right. I'm really excited about this. Like I said, the only reason I hesitated is because it's kind of pricey, but I really, really wanted it. And I'm really hoping at some point there's a vinyl edition, because a lot of the Johnny Van Zant era stuff isn't available on vinyl, and that's kind of sad. So I want to keep that hype sticker, so I'm going to put that over here. So again, now without the shrink wrap, there's the front cover of Lynyrd Skynyrd 50. And the back cover with the track listing. Let's open this bad boy up and see what we have. Pretty cool. So if we open it up right here, you can see over here you have the 4 CDs. The first 2 CDs cover the Ronnie era from the first record all the way through the Skynyrd's first and last album. And then the second CD covers from the Southern by the Grace of God live album from 1988, I think. 87 or 88. And then covers all the years of studio records and various things from the Johnny Van Zant reformed era. All right, so, you know, I don't need to take out the CDs. You can get the gist of what they look like there. But let's go ahead and see what we have with this booklet. Ooh, whoops. All right, and let me see if there's anything else in there of note. There is not. So we're gonna put that right here for now. All right. And we have this really cool book, and I don't know if that's gonna translate very well to the video, but right on the front there is the more recent, more current Lynyrd Skynyrd logo, much like on the front of the album here. And then on the back is the original Lynyrd Skynyrd, more like kind of like the bone logo from the first album. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can see that on the video. Hopefully you can. But let's go ahead and open this thing up. All right. All right, so again, you know, there you go. I'm not gonna flip through all 36 pages, but you get the idea. You know, there are some pictures and again, some liner notes, and I'm sure some history and some different things. If we open it up, I'm sure there's going to be, some cool pictures for those of you from the Jacksonville and surrounding areas. That picture right there was taken in Green Cove Springs. If you ever come here, I can take you to exactly where that picture was taken. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and flip forward just a little bit. More pictures of the band and more notes, essays, liner notes, song information, more with the original band. And then I'm sure as we go a little further in here, I would imagine there'll be some information about the more recent output from the band. So there is a picture from one of the lineups of the Johnny Van Zant era. All right. And if we keep flipping through here, I'm sure we'll just find more of the same. And actually, as we get further to the back, we actually get a little more of the original era of the band. But really cool set. does span the entire 50 years of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Now I did buy the digital version of this when it first came out because it was a whole lot cheaper than this actual physical box set, or whatever you want to call it. I would say if I had a complaint, the first 2 CDs with the Ronnie set, I mean, you're going to get all the standards. You're going to get everything you expect from a 2 CD best of the original era of Lynyrd Skynyrd. My only complaint is with the track selections from the Johnny era. I really felt like they could have made a better choice of songs from his era. You know, they start off all well and good with a couple of, singles from the 1991 record, a couple of really great songs and singles from The Last Rebel. Then it gets a little dicey. On the album 20 from 1997, they didn't include Traveling Man or Bring It On, which were the 2 singles from the record. And the tracks they chose, not bad songs by any means, but I just feel like there's much, much better songs on that record than what they chose. And then Edge of Forever from 1999, excuse me, they chose Tomorrow's Goodbye, which is a great song. However, the single Workin' stayed in their set list for at least a decade or more after. There's Full Moon Night, Mean Streets, Preacher Man. I mean, all great tunes. The title track they could have used instead of Tomorrow's Goodbye. That's just my opinion. And then the second CD, or excuse me, the 4th CD, the second CD of Johnny stuff, they dedicated a lot of it to the last 2 records, God and Guns and Last of a Dying Breed, which aren't bad records, but not necessarily my favorites. By then, to me, they kind of became more of a, almost like a country leaning band, like a modern country leaning band than the Southern rock that the original band was known for, and even the Johnny era was known for the first 3 or 4 records from his time. So that's my only complaint. I wish there was a better track selection from Johnny. I wish he was more represented because a lot of that stuff, especially those first 4 or 5 records that Johnny put out with Lynyrd Skynyrd, were very good and highly underrated, and I feel like they're somewhat underrepresented on this set. Again, it leaned heavily on the last 2 records that they made, which is fine. I understand there's licensing and things like that go on with this, but I just wish there was a better track selection from the Johnny era. But all in all, great set. I'm looking forward to digging into this book a little bit here and reading more about the history of Lynyrd Skynyrd, old and new, and digging into these CDs. So that's all I've got for you this time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new content. I've got the rest of my unboxing series where we unbox new releases, reissues, remasters, box sets. Sometimes they're CDs, sometimes they're records, just depends on what's coming out. I've got the rest of my Inside the Vinyl series where we discuss live albums and lost classics. I've got some live footage from some various concerts and festivals over the last few years. And if you're a disc golf fan and you want to watch some really mediocre disc golf with some really mediocre players, myself included, you can check that out too. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. There you go, boy.